From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Syracuse's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Nick, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Syracuse right back at it. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more running plays coming.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Dropping back, it's Weir. Good timing on the quick out. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The Mountaineers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for? Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gentry. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Syracuse right back at it. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Carter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Bulls his way forward. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Across the 25. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play and create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Nice move to stay on his feet. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. Back to throw, it's Weir. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go screw.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by the...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he lobbed close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt.
trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Weir. Short throw to the sideline. Complete. He steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. You see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down and getting the first down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
3rd down play from the gun. Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's Weir. Getting some heat. Finds the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his head...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play.
Looking for a deep man. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Complete downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Going up top on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
West Virginia.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. There he goes, open it up. They won't get him, it's a touchdown.
We just went to half, we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to San Diego State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to the ground with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Syracuse right back at it. Wants to throw. It's Weir. The throw to the outside is complete. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Man, what a big catch on third down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Handoff to the lone back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get outside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Spins away from the defender. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to...
Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Syracuse right back at it. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get to him. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try the run, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to fire on second down. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're going to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Weir. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Gentry. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown, we're still sitting on a 10-point game. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now